We'll take you on to Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the running of the Grand Prix of Indianapolis in just a bit. But first, let's show you the drivers that are going to be racing in the two dual races at Indy. The Indy Road Course could not take all 42 cars in one track, in one race. So we had to split this to two races like all the other races that couldn't hold 42 cars in one track. We split it to two dual races. Usually we would have the first race with numbers 1 to 20 something, and then the second race has the rest of the numbers 20 something to 99. And then in another dual race, we would swap their orders so that the drivers 20 something and 99 go first, and the drivers numbered 1 to 20 something go later. But this time, however, I've introduced a brand new setup on how this dual race weekend will be done. The first Indy Grand Prix race will be drivers that stand 22nd to 42nd in points, and the second Grand Prix race will have drivers standing 1st to 21st in points. And the reason is to hopefully prevent the champion from being decided before the Indianapolis 500, like what happened last season. So in hopes of getting the top 10, the other competitors behind the points leader, a shot for the championship, the top 21 will be in a separate race on their own. They'll be racing their own race, the second Indy Grand Prix race, and the first Indy Grand Prix race will have the drivers below 22nd to 42nd out of the championship contention, but they'll race for against themselves, and it would also allow drivers in the back, in the rear of the points, in the back of the points standings, for a chance to win. Their probable best chance of getting a win this season in the DASCAR Pokemon Pro Series. Let's go through the field of the Grand Prix of Indianapolis. First up, the first race, which, like I said, has drivers in 22nd to 42nd in standings in the points. And they are Joshua Michaels, Alex Hawkins, O'Neal Balvin, Joseph Shrigley, Mason Powers, Dana Amon, Nick Pericles, Jorge Alonso, Eric Powers, Zachary Fitzwater, Dylan Thoreau, Ryan Casey, Isaiah Bernash, Benjamin Miles, Skylar Dixon, Anthony Lopez, Eric Hayden, Cooper Saron, Zach Golbeck, Olu Akbar, and Leia Walker. Those are the drivers that are 22nd and below in points. I will show you the updated point standings and see who is in contention for the championship after the Grand Prix of Indianapolis to set up the Indy 500 after this race, because it's going to set up who's going to be competing for the championship. And now here are the drivers that are going to be in the second Indianapolis Grand Prix race. And those are the drivers, like I said, are in 1st to 21st in the points. I'll show you the point standings, like I said, after this race to see who's competing for the championship. They are Tony Green, Pete Chu, Chloe Baker, Ryan Acosta, David Johansson, Daniel Boyles, Seth Cole, Dylan Young, Justin Roberts, Jacob Lawler, Nikolai Svedberg, Philip Goldberg, Abby Sachs, Brandon Nichols, Michael Turner, Sonny Kors, Johnny Gardner, Joseph Onesto, Sean Harple, Robert Piet, and RJ Bishop. Those are the drivers competing in the second Grand Prix race. And now let's take you down trackside to start off the race weekend at the Indianapolis Grand Prix. The Grand Prix of Indianapolis, I should say, but let's take you to the first race with the first field of cars, and then the second race will follow with the drivers that are in the first 21st positions in the point standings. So hopefully you guys will like this format, and let's take you down trackside to begin race festivities. Alrighty guys, here we are, the first race of the Grand Prix of Indianapolis. All coming from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Road Course, the one they used in the Formula One for the United States Grand Prix a couple years ago. Now they moved to the Circuit of America. As you can see, they have F1 bumpers and stuff, the posters, the graphics and all that stuff. They're all F1 because this is the F1 track, like I said. And obviously you could tell this is a live commentary. We'll be doing live commentary on both these races, so I have no idea what's about to happen in these next two races here in the Indy Road Course. Leia Walker starts on the pole. And there's the rest of the field set up by points this time. Like I said, this first race has drivers numbered 22nd and below in points. That are 22nd and below in the point standings. The next race will have drivers 1st to 21st in the point standings. That way the champion wouldn't get decided before the Indy 500. That'll make things a lot more intense. I apologize in advance if camera angles are not up to par. Sometimes I have this problem, but let's hope we get the best racing we can out of this track. It was successful last season. Hopefully this season will be the same. Green flag is out. Race 1 of the Grand Prix of Indianapolis is underway. Coming down to a hard turn 1 and down the chicane. Ooh, boy, they're tight. Oh, someone's slipping. My goodness, Eric Heiden. Little slip up there, but is able to keep his car going. Now he's battling for 3rd place, and look at the move. What a comeback. Got 3rd place, might even get 2nd place. Zachary Fitzwater got a bit of sand in his eyes. And Heiden can't get 2nd. But, oh, look at this. Here's Isaiah Bernesh making a comeback. And wow, Heiden just all of a sudden got a good run. And we got drivers stopping in the middle of a turn. This is a tricky road course. This is Formula 1 road course. And it's pretty tricky sometimes. Oh, Heiden's trying to hang on for 2nd place. Leah Walker pulling away already. Oh, man. My goodness. This is really, really close. And Heiden finally clears Zachary Fitzwater. Wow. That took forever. But he finally did it. And there's Alou Akbar moving up over Harjel Alonso. And we're green. I'm surprised we stayed green. Last time in both races we had our first caution on our first lap of the race. And it was a mess in both races. But this time it's a little bit cleaner because I've adjusted a little bit of the AI and hopefully they won't wreck as much. Hopefully we'll still have some good racing there, here and there. Oh, someone slept. Someone slept. And that's Eric Powers. He sleeps. And one other driver is... Oh, a couple more have slept up. Oh, we got to look back. We got to see how that happened. And that's Mason Powers, Cooper Sauron, and Alex Hawkins. Oh, a tough break for them. Slept up on the first turn of the track. Joshua Michaels is in it. Zach Golbeck's in it. Eric Powers in it. Not a wreck, but big spin down the S curves, and that's enough to bring out a yellow flag, apparently. Even though we had that similar incident on the first, well, not much spinning all around, but yeah. Okay. That's enough to bring out a yellow. I don't agree with the Entertown 3 sometimes when they should put out the yellow flag, but, well, what can you do? And Leah Walker is going to have a bit of a challenge on the restart because her lead's going to be evaporated. It was up to a 2.5 seconds. Oh, could Robert Piet go for 3rd place? Oh, boy, contact with Fitzwater. Fitzwater looks to have the better line. Coming up high. Down the line, I think Fitzwater's going to barely hang on to 3rd place. Wow, what a race to the line that was. Each race is going to be 15 laps, so enjoy while it lasts. And they're going to pit. Pit stops underway here in the Grand Prix of Indianapolis. In race 2, last season's race 2 here, the leader came to pit road and somehow just went upside down for no apparent reason. And I didn't know why because I skipped over it by accident, a little bit of it, the crucial part. Oh, so Leia gets hit in the wall. Leia got hit in the wall, slowed her down. She didn't come out first on pit stops anyway. Eric Heiden came out on pit stops first. Wait a minute, are they mixing up? Are they going to let Leia get 2nd? Or is this... I don't know what's going on. Let's see who won out on pit stops just to be sure. We want to be sure. Because, yeah, I could see why Leia hit the wall there. There's no room. There's like a bumpy corner there. And if you have the first pit stall, it's really tough to turn. It is really tough. We all know Hayden got through cleanly. Bernesh got second because Leia hit that corner. And she just got past Alonso, third out of pit road. Allahu Akbar, I think, came out fourth. There's Leia. She came out fifth. She'd probably be in fifth by now. So if things couldn't get a much stranger start here today, Eric Heiden's the new leader. And you don't see a lot of battles for the lead in road courses like these, but in NR Town 3, you never know what happens. And I try to make these road course races as unpredictable as possible and as competitive as possible. And sometimes I just get lucky, like today. Eric Heiden's lucky. He is the new leader with 11 laps to go here in race number 1 of the Grand Prix of Indy. We just got the fun started. If you thought this race was weird, wait till you see race 2. Boy, oh boy, race 2 is sure going to be very exciting because a championship contention is on the line. And before the Indianapolis 500, sure to be a thrill ride. Strange that they bump. Ooh, Eric. Oh, wow. Allahu Akbar got out of line a bit, but they allowed him to get back in line. I don't know why they sometimes do this, because I usually skip over all this and go right into the green moments before the green flag. But they just do that sometimes for no reason. I don't know why. But anyway, Heiden's the leader. Let's go through the field. Eric Heiden the leader. Isaiah Bernesh second. Argel Alonso third. Allahu Akbar fourth. Leia Walker fifth. Ryan Casey sixth. Fitzwater seventh. Lopez eighth. Miles ninth. Thoreau's 10th. Dixon, Pericles, Balvin, Cyron, Goldbeck, Strigley, Mason Powers, Michaels, Alman, Hawkins, and Eric Powers ran out the field. Nobody retired yet. That's good. All of them are still competing on the lead lap, so anyone could win. Here we go. Moments from the green, and we're back to green. Couple drivers already making their moves. Almost double file, but not quite. Ryan Casey looks to move up in front of Leia. Oh, one driver spun. Alonso is spun out. And another one, Alex Hawkins, yellow's out. Why is a yellow out? It always happens. It sucks. Eric Powers, he spun out as well. Hawkins. There's Argel Alonso. And my phone just went off again. Drivers in the grass. Got a battle for the lead, possibly. Piet trying to make a move to the lead. Oh no, that's Isaiah Bernesh. I confused the two cars because they have similar colors. They have like almost the exact same shade of blue. So I apologize if I always mix up their names. Oh man, Bernesh wants to make a move. He wants to make a pass. Can't do it. Eric Heiden doing a great job at blocking. Heiden's teammate Anthony Lopez won the Indianapolis 500 last season, so Heiden looks to get that momentum boost into their team's favor by winning here in Grand Prix. Still got 10 long laps to go, and plus the caution period. That will chop through some of that, but you never know. Anthony Lopez, his teammate, is also in the race. He's running in 8th place. Yellow's out. He'll probably move up because of Argel Alonso's spin. And Lopez is going to be scored 7th. I thought he'd move up to the top 5, but 7th place. Ooh, Heiden slipped up just after the green flag, just after the caution. But they're going to allow him to get back in line. I don't know why that always happens to the leaders, even under caution speed. They can't seem to find their steering grip. Yeah, he's acting just in the strangest ways at this track. And I really can't control what really goes on with the AI. I can only make them closer and more draftier or something like that. That's as far as I could go. 8 to go. Green flag again. Wasn't that quick? Look at Isaiah Bernesh. He wants to make a move. He's wasting no time trying to take the lead away. Can he stay in line though? Oh, he can't. He slips. Leo Walker slips too. Oh, he was trying to make a pass for the lead. He slips on the first chicane. And he's stuck in the sand. He loses all the spots. Oh, that's a heartbreak for him. Yellow's out. Why? No clue again. I wish we could get cleaner green flag runs like we had in the first 2 laps. But sometimes the AI it's just really wacky. They just pull out a caution for that. Nobody's spun completely. There's nothing I could do to change this, guys. It just happens. I wish I could go for a little longer green flag periods, but I can't. We just gotta see we're lucky. And hope that we'd have a clean run once or twice in a race. Look at this. How about Anthony Lopez is now moving up to 4th place, Hayden's teammate. Only Zach Fitzwater and Alou Akbar stand in the way of the leader, Eric Hayden. Let's check out if any... No one else spun. Huh. That was an exciting event. Oh, whoa. What's a... Wow, again? Seems that Hayden just can't control it under caution speed. But yet he still comes back and rebounds and keeps his lead. My goodness. Okay. Let's see if Hayden can control himself this time. Because we only have 5 laps to go here at the first race of the Grand Prix of Indianapolis. Hayden has led every lap so far today, since taking the lead back in the first restart. Will he hold on over Alou Akbar? But we've seen strange things happen at this course. Oh no, wow, Lopez is on the worst line. He kept it though. Kept his car together, but he might lose another position. Oh, look at Alou Akbar. Wow, just got a good run off the corner. He's now going to challenge Eric Hayden for the lead. Oh, but he's on the high line, and he can't get a grip on it. Oh, he's trying to make his move down the corner. He's not giving up. And he clears Hayden. What a move by Alou Akbar. An aggressive run down one of the chicanes, and he takes the lead. But can he hold on in 5 laps? Coming to 4 laps to go. We got another immediate caution. We might have a 2-lap shootout. If we get a caution in this lap, we might have a 2-lap shootout for the win. That's sure to be fun. But if we stay green, the next caution is going to end the race. And guess what? A caution came out, so it's going to set up a 2-lap dash to the finish. Alou Akbar's just got to make it. He's got to survive. He's hoping to get the win. Wow, a rare pass for the lead. Alou Akbar made it work, and he takes the lead away. Dare I ask why the caution flag came out? Must have been Joseph Shrigley. Yeah, it likely could be Joseph Shrigley. Got too tight on the corner, stuck in the sand. And he went through, apparently went through fully enough to pull out a yellow flag. And unfortunately was the only other driver. He was the only driver to spin out. How weird. Here's how Alou Akbar made the pass on Eric Hayden on his onboard cockpit camera. Eric Heiden in the dust. 2-lap showdown coming up to determine the winner of the Grand Prix of Indianapolis. This is going to be fun. Here we go. Will Alou Akbar hold on? Green flag. 2 to go for Alou Akbar, Eric Heiden, Zach Fitzwater, or Anthony Lopez, who really wants to get to 3rd place in hopes of helping his teammate out. Though 3 wide, it gets too tight and Heiden tries to make the pass work. Eric Heiden trying to pull a sneak move. He does it. He did it. He pulled a sneak move behind them. Takes the lead. We're still green. I'm surprised we're still green after all the cautions we've seen today. Look at Lopez, a bump and run. He moves to 3rd place. Only Alou Akbar standing in the way of a 1-2 finish for the Venezuelan-based team, whose name I completely forgot. Heiden has a good lead. Oh, Fitzwater wants the position back. Oh, he's looking like he wants to fight for the position back. Just checking the pace car to see if we don't have any cautions. If there is a caution, the race is over. Ooh, they survived. How does that even work? Anyway, coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go for Eric Heiden. And this race is going to end under the green, which are probably relieved of. He's just got to make it through calmly. Hopefully no mistakes are being made. Oh, man, that's going to cost the 75 right there. He went a little too high on the sand. It's going to cost him possibly a 1-2 finish. Look at the move on Skylar Dixon. What a move. Trying to catch up to 5th place. He's trying to hang on to 5th place. And right now, no challengers for Eric Heiden. Took the lead early, had a scare with Alou Akbar, and he got it back. Gut-wrenched Alou Akbar must have been for almost winning that race and then losing it on the final 2 laps. Caution's out, but the race is going to end under green. We're going to race it back. Final couple corners for Eric Heiden. Not going to be 1-2 maybe, but it'll be enough for him to win. Think he's going to stay out on pit road? It looks like he will. He will stay out, and coming off the final corner to win the first Grand Prix of Indianapolis race, Eric Heiden. Second was Alou Akbar. Anthony Lopez, Heiden's teammate, third. 2 of the 3 two drivers of the same team on the podium. Zach Fitzwater's 4th. Skylar Dixon keeps 5th. Dylan Thoreau 6th. Miles is 7th. Casey is 8th. Goldbeck is 9th. 10th place went to Bernash. Eric Powers and Jorge Alonso. Mason came in 14th. Wonder where 13th went. Joshua Michaels, he still kept 13th. Joseph Shrigley 15th. Dave Onman 16th. Nick Pericles 17th. Cooper Sauron 18th. O'Neal Balvin 19th. And Leah Walker 20th. Hawkins 21st. And that's the field. Eric Heiden celebrating his first win in the DASCAR Pro Series. Let's make this official. Let me save the results so that I could export it later to Race Points Manager and keep track of the points. And if you didn't hear what I said on the results there, here are the results on the left of your screen. I apologize, the phone is going off on me. Sorry about that. But anyway, Eric Heiden's the winner in race number 1. And race number 2, drivers 1st to 21st in points, battle here at this track. So we'll see you there coming up right now. And congrats, Eric Heiden, on the win. Let's take him to his victory lane celebration. And then race 2 begins. Alrighty guys, here we are, race number 2 of the Grand Prix of Indianapolis, which drivers 1st through 21st in the point standings. On the pole today is the number 3 Pichu, who swept the poles for TA2 Racing along with Leah Walker. Pichu's actually the points leader, but he will not be eligible to win the championship if he becomes a points leader after the Indy 500. Then the championship would go to the next highest driver that's not from TA2. In this case, it's second place, and we actually have a tie for second place, believe it or not. Ryan Acosta, Chloe Baker tied 17 points before this event, and it's going to be pretty intense between the two. We see Ryan Acosta starting alongside Michael Turner, if I could get to there, because sometimes it's not always trustful. And there it is, Ryan Acosta right there along with Michael Turner starting in 7th in the number 7 machine. And he's tied with Chloe Baker. Baker starts near in the rear of the field. She'll have to work her way up tonight in order to gain ground on Acosta, maybe even pass Acosta. This is the road course, so you never know what happens. We've seen some unpredictable results here at this track already. Michael Turner right here, also other competitor, 35 points back. Jacob Lawler's 46 points back. He'll have to pull off a miracle in order to win, in order to compete for the championship. And only 5 are legitimately have a chance to win the championship. And now I just told you who's in so far in the points. Right now, who's in contention for the championship? We know Pichu won't be able to win the championship, even if he becomes the points leader at the end of the season. It would go to the second place driver because TA2 is not eligible for their own championships. So anyway, we're just moments away from the green flag here in race number 2 of the Grand Prix of Indianapolis. Again, had to split this to 2 races because the track couldn't hold all 42 cars in one race. You saw Eric Heiden win earlier today, and now let's see who will become the second winner to join along with him in the victory lane of the Grand Prix of Indy. Here we go. The green flag comes out in race number 2 of the Grand Prix of Indianapolis. Oh, look at Pichu. Ooh, just sneaked on through that turn. A lot of drivers too high. Ooh, Sean Harple got a little too high there. Lost a couple spots. Now he's trying to stay 4th place. And look at Dylan Young. Dylan Young making a move. And he's trying to get 2nd place. He has 4 wins this season. Well, counting the New Hampshire Road Course race, which standings points did not get counted because of a glitch in the results. 2 drivers' names didn't show up during that New Hampshire Road Course and had to scrap the results. Young will be given 10 bonus points at the end of the season. So, he's probably not in contention for championship now, but, well, it'll add up later. Johnny Garner's spinning. We saw drivers spinning in the back. Ooh, Garner having trouble getting out. Pichu holding his lead steady. And look at this, Brandon Nichols trying to move up over Ryan Acosta. He's going to make the pass, and now he's closing in on Robert Piet. Well, look at the run he got on the bottom. Oh, no contact between the 2 drivers. Oh, Piet is hit. Oh, someone hit him. Justin Roberts. Roberts lost a tire. He lost a tire. Brandon Nichols got hit. Oh, that's a tough break for them. Let's look back at what caused the caution anyway. I know that incident did not pull out the yellow because it was already out beforehand. Gonna wait for the pace car to see his lights. And let's go. Oh, yeah, now we just found, well, that was the wreck. The wreck in the back was the cause of the caution after all. Huh. And a lot of drivers got too high on the chicane. Seth Cole, Jacob Lawler spun. It's not going to help Lawler's championship hopes at all. David Johansson, Avi Saxon, Chloe Baker's in it. Baker was tied for 2nd, remember, with Ryan Acosta. And unfortunately, she's going to have to need a miracle now to recover. No damage in her car from the looks of it, but again, She's going to lose a lot of momentum off that incident. And let's look at Johnny Gardner, see what happened to him. He was battling against Sean Harple, and then boom! Locked up on his tires or something. Just got turned. And, well, not a lucky break for him. Stuck in the sand. Or I should say in the grass or tires, because there is no sand there. There's sand on the other sides. Pichu leads onto the, Oh, he slipped up. That always happens. That always happens, like, at this track for some reason. I don't know why it always happens when they slip up after the caution, even during caution speeds. But it happens. Saw a couple more drivers. Ryan Acosta in it. And Sonic Coors. Oh, man. Coors got damaged from Sachs. Oh, that's not what she needed. Sachs in it as well. Sachs's day goes from bad to worse. They're going to allow Pichu to get back in line. They will. They're going to allow Pichu to get back in the lead. As long as he didn't have too much damage. So Pichu's back in the lead. No big deal. Pit stops underway. They want to make it on fuel. They learned their lessons from last season's race where everybody... Remember last season's race at this track? Everybody ran out of gas on the final two or three laps, and it was so bad that they had to go back to what was who was running in the last lap, previous lap before everybody started running out of fuel at once, and I think Isaiah Bernesh won that race. Now pit stops underway here. And it's going to be a tough exit for Pichu. Leia Walker tried to exit that way, but she got stuck in the wall. And, oh, Pichu gets stuck too. And this time he's not going to be able to back up his car. Yikes. So two drivers, pole setters, in both races, wrecked out on pit road on the first 3 laps of the race. And what happened to Sean Harple? Oh, no, Michael Turner. I don't know what he was doing. He was cutting into his opponent's pit stalls, 1 or 2 pit stalls. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know if he was trying to exit, then Ryan Acosta just bumped him out. Then he bumps into Johnny Gardner, bumps into Sean Harple. Oh my gosh. Michael Turner, hope that move doesn't cost him later. I saw one driver stay out. Yeah, one driver just stayed out, but unfortunately that driver's not going to catch up in time to the other pack. Wonder who's going to be the leader. Because Dylan Young, I think, came out first. And Dylan Young did indeed come out first on pit road. So a lucky break for Dylan Young. He has 4 wins. Well, officially in the standings, it would be 3 wins because the 4th one of the wins, New Hampshire, did not count because one of the wins, New Hampshire, didn't count because of the glitch I mentioned earlier. So Young got 10 bonus points and the credit for the win instead. And everybody else didn't get any points because of the glitch. But hopefully Dylan Young will get his 5th win this season. A remarkable feat. I swear I did not set Young's sliders in his favor. I really did not. It just happened that way. I made sure everybody had a fair set of sliders. Everybody was in the same setting, same level to make everything fair. And Dylan Young just happened to win more races. So... was nothing I could do about that, so I made sure. I checked. I made sure everything was set up to play. Young just happened to be very lucky on those races. So we'll see if luck will continue with Dylan Young. Green flag. Right off the gates, Philip Goldberg wants the lead. Gonna have to come down a hard braking turn in turn 1. Oh, too high, slips up. He had a chance to take the lead, just couldn't see where the sand was. And he slips up in the corner, and oh, that's enough for a caution, apparently. Okay, that was enough for a caution flag. even though I don't agree with their decisions. It was like race 1, but unfortunately, nothing else you could do. Here he comes, Tony Green. Oh boy, Young got too high. Tony Green finds an opening. Oh, Dylan Young, what a great move he made on the high side and blocks Tony Green. Whoo, boy. Lawler recovered from the incident. He is back up in trying to compete for the top 10. Wow. They're slowing down the S-curves, trying to be very careful of the track. This track's unpredictable. They get too high, they get too loose. You lose a lot of momentum and positions. And it doesn't look great. Oh, wow. A little bit of sand on Lawler. Boy, Abby Sack's going to get right on by. Oh, man. Hopefully none of these wreck like the last time did. Brandon Nichols and Robert Piet did. Ultimately a save, yellow's out, and Dylan Young's your leader. Yeah, he slipped up too! He got hit! Oh, he got hit! Pichu didn't get hit last time. He got hit. Trying to get back in line. And Tony Green too. Wow, this is not going to be good if their damage is too much for them to handle. Doesn't look like they're coming down. They're not coming down. So I guess that damage was no big deal, but it could come back to haunt him. Hopefully that won't be the case. Green flag is out. And whoa, wait a minute. Why are they starting a cost up in front? Is someone slow on the backstretch? Oh, an unusual restart here. Didn't understand the procedures. Voyles spins. And yikes. Big crash in the back with Robert Piet. Definitely a caution. No doubt about that. But I gotta know how, how does a restart even work? Here's the wreck again. Johansson spins. Seth Cole's in it. Philip Goldberg's in it. Sonic Coors. Brandon Nichols. Sean Harple's in it. Daniel Voyles is in it. I mean, what happened on that restart? And where was Tony Green? Where was Tony Green through all this? I think he lost a lot of positions. I think he had a bad restart. Let's look at Tony Green, see what happened. I don't know. He had a really tough... I don't know. He had a bad restart. I think he had a really bad restart. I think that damage caught up to him. Thankfully, it wasn't part of the wreckage, but... yeah, wow. He lost a lot of momentum on that restart. Yikes. That allows Joseph Onesto to be second. Chloe Baker's third after Ryan Acosta's incident. Well, Ryan Acosta's is almost down a lap. This is what Chloe Baker needs. Chloe was in the back of Acosta start off the race, and now Acosta has problems, and now Baker is in control of her destiny. Could even overtake Pichu in the points as the points leader. Pichu's 20th. 14 spots, so, well, 17. Chloe trails by 17, so she would have to finish third or better, unless if she leads a lap, then she can finish, I think, fourth or better in order to get the points lead away from Pichu. They're not going to catch up to Acosta, but boy, what a mess that restart was. Dylan Young, though, still leads. Yeah, messy restart. Didn't expect that. I didn't see that coming, honestly. And look at this. Turner, Lawler, Cole, Nichols, Johansson are done. Svedberg, Pichu, O'Birds are done. Acosta, Harple down a couple laps, but still running. And a couple drivers taking pit stops. Boyles is in, Harple is in, Tony Green is in. Green has to come in. He has a problem. He had an engine problem. I don't know what his problem was, being very slow on the restart there. But man, that was ugly. Hopefully we won't have it again in this one. 6 to go. And let's go through the field quickly. Young's first, Onesto is second, Baker is third, Bishop is fourth, Sachs fifth, Garner sixth, Coer seventh, Goldberg eighth, Piet ninth, Boyles 10th, and 11th is Green, Acosta's 12th. A lap car. Harple starts in front of the 11th and 12th drivers. We're back to Green. Chloe wants to pull an aggressive move. She wants second place. Pretty risky considering turn 1 has been a mixed bag for these drivers. Oh! Go, no! She gets in the sand and she saves it. She saves third. She is glad she at least saved third place. Oh, she got second. She did get second place. Onesto slipped in the sand. But Onesto fighting back, and RJ Bishop looks for room. Oh no! Oh man, is he going to crash to Young? He missed Dylan Young. Piet spin. Onesto spins. He just missed Dylan Young. Man, oh man. That could have been a disaster. Yep, yellow's out. Every right, yellow flag is definitely out. That's no doubt about a caution. And how about RJ Bishop? What a move to second place. He moved from 4th to 2nd. Here comes Sonic Coors, another battle with Robert Piet. Piet's in the sand. Harple's gonna get by even though he's a lapped car. Coors hoping the lap car doesn't get in her way. She might have to let Harple go. And she does. Caution's out. It's going to set up a final lap showdown. Dylan Young is hoping to hold off the field for his 5th win of the year. And a remarkable feat. Oh no, Young's in pit road. Dylan Young had to come down pit road. Well, he's coming down right now. He's hoping that fuel strategy will pay off. Well, he doesn't have fuel strategy now. He had to come down because he needed fuel. He needed a splash of fuel in hopes of making it to the end. So I guess this was part of his strategy. Dylan Young is hoping that enough fuel that he... Dylan Young is pitting, hoping that he filled his tank and makes it on fuel. We'll see if that'll be the case. So let's go through the field and see who's going to compete for the win with 3 laps to go. RJ Bishop is in the lead. Chloe Baker is 2nd. Avi Sachs is 3rd. Sonny Coors is 4th. Robert Piet is 5th. Boyles is 6th. Goldberg is 7th. Onesto is 8th. Garner is 9th. Tony Green is 10th. Dylan Young dropped to 11th. Acosta to 12th. Harple to 13th. And they're not going to give Acosta and Harple their laps back. It's going to be setting up a wild finish if RJ Bishop has enough fuel in the tank to win it. It's going to come down to fuel strategy. And for Dylan Young, he's got to survive through these treacherous corners and hope that everybody in front of him pits. But I think there are some drivers that came in earlier than Young and hoping to make it on fuel, but we'll see. Pace cars coming off the field. We had this wall finish. We ended under green last time. And now hoping we do the same thing this time. Grand Prix of Indianapolis Race 2. We're 3 laps away from a winner. Is it going to be RJ Bishop or is it going to be Chloe Baker, Avi Sachs, Sane Coors, or even Robert Piet, or anybody else behind them? Green flag, 3 to go. Oh no, Young is stuck. Young is stuck. They got passed on the high line. Big trouble for Dylan Young. Hopefully these guys can save it. Oh, Baker can't save it. Still green. Still clean and green. Oh, man. More drivers in the sand. Oh, Dylan Young is in a predicament right here. He's getting passed by lap traffic. Oh no, Johnny Garner has spun. Garner has spun on the corner, nearly the, well, another corner. Oh man, they spun out. That's going to be the caution. That's the race. Oh, Harple has spun. Young has spun. That's the race. Sachs battling for second place against Chloe Baker. This could be important if Bishop runs out of gas, because it could happen during the caution period as well. Sachs gets second from Chloe. Robert Piet gaining ground. But it's going to be... Oh, wait, Piet's gaining ground on Baker. Oh, man, he almost did it again. He almost got in again. He makes a great save. He's got to be relieved that he nearly got turned, but this time he didn't. My goodness, man. RJ Bishop, the leader. But will he have enough fuel to finish? He spins on that S curve, but I think they're going to allow him to get back on track. Unless, though, if he stops in the sand. Oh, got into Johnny Gardner. But he's alright. Man. Oh no, they're pitting. They're coming down. They came down before the white flag. And even Dylan Young is pitting. Tony Green, though, is going to stay out to take the lead on the white flag. Oh, wait a minute. He's a lap down. He can't take the lead. Everyone's pitting, including Dylan Young. I don't know why Young's pitting, even though we saw him pitting earlier. Guess he was on worn tires the entire time, the first time he pitted. And the second time he pitted was just for fuel. Tough break for him. Couldn't get the strategy done. Let's see who's going to come out on top. White flag is out. Who's going to be the first one out? Looks like it might be Bishop. It's RJ Bishop, no doubt about it. He just annihilated everybody else. Sachs came out in second. Coors is third out. Boyles is fourth out. Goldberg is fifth out. Chloe Baker's out. Onesto's out. What are they doing? Oh, Sachs hits the barrier. Oh, man. That's going to be awkward for the drivers in the back. It's pretty tight. Man, are these corners tight. Oh, wait. They're ruling Tony Green's the leader. He was a lap down before, and I guess he took the lead. But how can he be going from a lap down one lap to being the leader the next lap? No, he was not a lap down. He was actually staying out to take the lead. I thought he was a lap down beforehand. And he was actually on the lead lap all along. We'll see if Tony Green's strategy will allow him to stay out on fuel and get his second win of the season. Hoping he has enough fuel to finish this race under caution. And wow, Bishop could have won this race, but he had to come down for fuel. But we'll see if Tony Green's going to run dry. Or is he going to make it? One more corner to go. That's the long straightaway corner. Doesn't look like Green's showing signs of running out of fuel. Doesn't look like he's coming down. Pit road is right there in front of him. He's going to get past. But we've seen drivers run out right after they go through the pit entrance. We've seen that result before. But it might not be today. Tony Green gonna come off the final corner. Gonna stay out on fuel. Save enough fuel to win the second race of the Grand Prix of Indianapolis in an unexpected turn of events. There's the checkers, and Green has won it. Saves enough fuel to win the race. What a weekend again here in the U.S. Grand Prix. In the Indianapolis Grand Prix, I should say. But a win is a win for Tony Green. Got to be very happy, very positive about the win. We'll show you the point standings that happened after here at Grand Prix of Indy. Oh, one driver came down pit road. Oh boy. Must be Dylan Young. He must be disappointed. His strategy did not pay off at the end, and he came home in 11th. Disappointing run. It was Young on pit road. No, I don't know why he came into pit road on the final lap, even though the race was over. Yikes. But Tony Green's the winner. R.J. Bishop is second. Avi Sachs is third. Sonny Kors is fourth. Daniel Voiles is fifth. Philip Goldberg is sixth. Chloe Baker is seventh. Joseph Onesto is eighth. Johnny Garner is ninth. And Robert Piet is 10th. Young is the last on the lead lap at 11th. Two other drivers finished the race down a couple laps. Ryan Acosta 12th and Sean Harple 13th. The rest retired. Michael Turner, Lawler, Cole, Nichols, Johannesson, Svedberg, Pete Hugh, and Roberts in that order. So anyway, that'll do it here from the Indy Grand Prix. And now the next race will be the Indianapolis 500. But first, let's check out the point standings heading into the Indy 500 and see who's got a shot to become your DASCAR Pokemon Pro Series Season 2 champion. Let's celebrate victory lane with Tony Green, and then we'll show you the point standings. Alrighty guys, here are your points after the Grand Prix of Indy and heading into the Indianapolis 500. Only showing you 10 at a time just to show you who's in the championship chase and who's not. Pichu still has the points lead by 6 points. However, if the results hold after Indy 500, he would not be your champion because of TA2's ineligibility to win in their own leagues. So the win championship would go to Chloe Baker, but she has to hold on over Ryan Acosta. The difference between Baker and Acosta is just 5 points. Anything can happen in those 5 points. Baker is 5 points ahead of Acosta, but we'll see if they'll be able to gain on Pichu at least. Michael Turner, 31 points in the back. He has a long shot to win, but if Baker, Acosta, and Pichu have bad days at Indy, then Michael Turner could swoop in and take the win, take the championship if he does have an excellent race. And then Jacob Lawler is 5th. He'd have to pull off a miracle. Lawler would need to basically win the race. Maybe lead a couple laps to do that. And maybe get Pichu and the other 3 drivers with really bad days. So Lawler would need a miracle. 5th and below 5th are out of championship contention. You see Sonny Kors is out. Garner's out. Sachs, Voiles, Bishop round out the top 10. But they're out of the championship hunt. I hear you say hunt and hunt. Sorry. Here's the rest of the field. First 11th to 20th. Find your names somewhere below. And among notables, Tony Green, a 2-time winner, is 11th. There's Dylan Young in 18th. Despite those 3 wins, I should say, this season, he's 18th in the points. There's the rest of the field. And here is Hayden and Powers 30th and 31st, and the rest of the 3. And that's the rest of the field. So that's your points heading into Indianapolis. So here are the drivers competing. Pichu, Baker, Acosta, Turner, and Lawler. One of these drivers are going to be your, except for Pichu, one of these drivers is going to be your champion of the DASCAR Pokemon Pro Series Season 2. It'll all be decided at the Indianapolis 500, the biggest race in the open wheel season. So hope you guys stick around for the Indy 500. We'll see you guys there. Hope you enjoyed our race from the Grand Prix of Indianapolis as a prelude to the Indy 500. And we'll see you at the Indianapolis 500. Have a good day, everybody.